All right, the first four questions are going to be talking about things like this. I could ask you how many times is the graph decreasing, which in this scenario is 1. How many times is it constant? 1. How many times is it increasing? There's 2. Or I could just tell you name each one. So 1 is decreasing, 2 is constant, 3 is increasing, 4 is increasing. Now remember, you read graphs from left to right, so that's the way I want to hear it. You could say, oh no, but look, this is going up. No, not if you're reading it from left to right. This would be going down. So just make sure that you're reading it from left to right, and every single movement is going to be categorized like that. And that's it. Question 1 through 4 should be pretty simple. Question 5 through 8, they're going to be telling you a story, and they're going to want you to create a graph for it. No numbers, so you just have to understand what they say. So let's say I got a new product, which means we're starting on 0 because there's no sales of a new product. And say sales were really slow in the beginning, but then it stayed constant for about 2 weeks. And then one day, everybody started buying them. And then we ran out completely, so there was no more. So that would be going down. So no more sales. All right, so something like that. So I tell you a story and you write the graph for it. Here, maybe they give you the graph and they want you to write a story. So you have to write a story where it says where you start and every single movement. So where you start, 1, 2, 3. So there should be 4 sentences. So if I was to make one up from here, distance from home, so he's getting closer to home, time. So this could be, so I started at school and I stayed there for a while. Okay, so I started at school means I started far away from home, not at school, not at home. So I started away. So I'm at school for a while, and then I ride the bus home, and then I get off at my exit, and I walk home. So you see how it goes slower? So that would be a description, me describing this graph according to these things. This is time passing, and that's distance from home. So when you get to the bottom, 0 distance from home means you're at home. Question 9 through 12, I'm going to give you a couple examples. Now the answers for these are one solution, infinite solutions, or no solution. Okay? So here, how do you check? This is the slope, and that's the y-intercept. That's why it's called slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form. So first thing you have to do is check the slope. If the slopes are different, you automatically know it's one solution. In this format though. So here, there's one solution. Here, it's not in the correct format, so you have to figure it out. So we have to make this say y equals the slope and then the y-intercept. So we have to leave y by itself. How do we leave y by itself? We divide it by 7. 7 divided by 7 leaves you with 1y. Then you divide everything else by 7. So now you're going to have 5 over 7 x plus 2. Now you see how this is the exact same line as this? Meaning if they're the exact same line, then they're going to intersect how many times? Forever. Infinite. All right, let's try this one. Now both of these have 2 movements to fix. So the first movement is to get rid of the 4x, which means subtract by 4x. And then subtract by 4x. So this says 4x plus 8 equals 2y. Then you divide by 2, everything by 2, and our final answer for that section right there is going to be y equals negative 2x plus 4. Now let's check this one. We're going to subtract the minus. We're going to get rid of the x first on this side to leave the y by itself. Now we're left with 3y. Then whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So minus 6x, that's a positive 15, so it goes over here. And then divide everything by 3. So you are still left with y here, a negative 2x here, but at the end it says plus 5. So the slopes are exactly the same, but the y-intercept, meaning their start point, is different, which means that this is going to never intersect. One line and then another line, they're parallel. So these 2 lines are never going to touch. So the solution to this is there is no solution. Here's the last example. So here they have the same slope, but different y-intercept. Immediately you should know that they're the same line, but they start in different locations, which means they're parallel and they'll never touch. So they have no solution. All right? So hopefully you think this quiz is easy. Good luck.